With 5 spots to fill, a group of Midwest players leave Chicago Aftershock and join the remaining infamous players. Brad McCurley, Drew Templeton, Chris Sosine, ZACK Patient, and Damian Ryan are eager for the fresh start after having a frustrating experience with Aftershock.
What?
You never shoot anyone.
That was good.
All you do is claim kills.
Why don't you shut
Claim killer. Kill climber.
What? It was tough because we all looked up to Shock growing up. Like when you're in the Midwest, Badlands, Shock is the name. So they're the only pro team around here. So you look up, you look forward to getting to that level, which we all did. And then once we got there, it was just frustrating, constantly losing. Like we were excited to make Sunday, which is not the right mentality. You should be excited to win a tournament.
Throughout the year, it was kind of like my mentality was to kind of end my career on that team. And we got the opportunity to go to Infamous. I mean, it was kind of something we all wanted to do, and I'm not going to get my ass kicked all year. So we all came over to Infamous. It's all the same guys I wanted to play with on the other team. We're just playing on a different team and doing better, so it worked out.
He's a fucking turtle, and this needs to be something else. It's not gator. You're already practicing for 2 weeks. What about a chinchilla? No.
Hey, what are we doing?
It's a different animal.
Chinchilla!
I felt when they got to the team that it was a team. It wasn't that, okay, we lost these guys, so we need to compensate and just pick up a bunch of other dudes that, you know, we think are good. We picked up guys that we thought were going to fit into the team, and I felt great about it. I love all the guys on the team. You know, it's one of the teams where I really feel like I'm at home.
Man, it's too easy.
The first match in Texas is against the previous World Cup champions, Tampa Bay Damage, and will be the first test to see where the team stands.
We had that feeling like we were a really good team, but we were all like mature enough in our careers to know that that doesn't really matter, like what the team we have on paper.
We were trying to do something that not everybody was comfortable with and we didn't practice enough. It ended up screwing us in the end.
Hey, let's just chill out and play some fucking paintball.
Todd likes to throw this little, it's called an option play. I mean, I had trouble understanding it.
That first game, you know, guys were kind of unsure of exactly what we were doing. You know, it's like, okay, this is what I want to do. Do you understand? And it's like, I'm gonna go out there.
Really couldn't piece together anything in that match and just slowly fell further and further away from us.
Chad came running down the field and stuck me in the head, made my head ring, and I came back in the pit and it was bleeding. And then that's those times they're like, your ear's bleeding. I'm like, I fucking know, just leave me alone.
Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and I also kind of ear-holed Brad just because I don't like him very much.
I wanted to put it on me.
I know for the Midwest crew, we're not really used to a coach that's intense as Todd, that knows the game as well as Todd. And we're kind of used to like freestyling, doing our own stuff once we get on the field. So it took a lot for us to get used to finding, you know, following a game plan and trusting in it and believing in it.
Let me do my job and you guys do your fucking jobs, okay? If that's not the way it's gonna be, then I'm not gonna do this, all right? Trust me, trust in each other, that we can fucking do this.
I can see his point, like why does he waste his time telling us what to do if we're not gonna listen to him because we think we know better? And we don't know better because we're not in the same position he is.
When you guys start fucking bombarding me with fucking shit, and I just have to tell you no, and no, and no, and no, all right, well, you're wasting my time.
I hate it when guys come up to me and are just crying about, you know, what's happening or what's not happening, you know, but they're not really seeing the big picture of what's going on.
I want positive, good, useful information. This guy shot here, he shot here. I didn't make it out there. I'm getting out there fine. That's all the fuck I want to know.
I think guys were worrying too much about, you know, if something was going to work, instead of just going out and trying to make it happen.
If you're not comfortable with the play, I'll play the same 5 guys the whole time. And we'll fucking play the guys that do understand how to run the play.
If I tell you I need you to sit here and shoot 12 pods this way, that's all I need you to do.
After the first match against Damage, Todd pulled us aside, regrouped us, pretty much just walked us through it step by step and made it simple and easier for us to understand. And now that we got a hold of it, I think it's paying off way better.
Let's go, boys!
After the first game against Damage, we played 187, and you only get 4 games in the prelims, and you screwed 2 of them up, and you're almost done, So we came out and handled business.
I mean, not to take anything away from 187, but like it was a game to where like we had to find that regroup and go out there and spank somebody.
The conditions were all right when we started, but I think the monsoon hit right in the middle of our match.
You can hardly get paint on your gun, let alone see where you're shooting.
Despite the conditions, Infamous still pulls away with a 7-3 win. However, the horrible conditions continued overnight and destroyed all the fields by the morning. For the first time in PSP history, all the remaining pro games would be postponed until the next event, and Infamous would wait until Phoenix to finish their matches.
With those conditions and it getting pushed back another month, it's kind of like took the wind out of our sails with like wanting to really show what we can do. So we had to kind of like find that again before Phoenix.
I don't think we felt super confident just because we didn't really test our skills. I mean, there's not much you can do in a monsoon downpour to play paintball. It makes things complicated.
In Phoenix, the team picked up from where they left off and mentally prepared themselves for their 3rd prelim match against Moscow Red Legion.
Actually went up a side in 2-on-2 and ended up getting a major penalty, which cost us pretty bad.
Yes. Oh no, we got a major.
I fucking asked that rep! God damn it.
Hurry up, Bob. Hey, we got tons of time, boys. 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Kill this penalty, get the fucking point, let's go.
It was a very heated match. Penalties were flying both ways, but I mean, you got a penalty because you got shot. Like, so we were still doing our job of shooting them. They just wasn't working out for them.
I saw him first! I saw him first! That's a major!
The rushing game was really back and forth. We were up 4-3 and ended up getting a quick point and tying it 4-4 with less than a minute left.
There was like, I think 45 seconds left on the clock, and I think our mentality going to that point was, if we can win it now, let's win it now.
Greg does not know how to dive correctly, if you noticed. He likes to break his loader off consistently, and he happened to break his loader off in this point in particular when we needed him the most.
We went out there with our go-to play and it worked, and I remember personally going down the field and getting a couple G's and grabbing that flag and hanging it with a few seconds left and taking that victory.